The salary cap has been steadily increasing in my team, so today we're upgrading our starting lineup.
That's right. We've got a fresh canvas, Sasha, and we want strong starters, a capable second unit, and we're just going to fill in some value here at the end of the roster. Let's start there.
Sure thing. Then let's fill our roster slots 11 through 13 with value player cards and build 2 strong waves of 5.
That's perfect. Anytime you need to sub out, you can do a whole line change. So who should we pick up for our starting center?
I'm looking at hoop invaders, Theo Ratliff, strong defender, and lob finisher.
Yeah, he's somebody who can get up and down the court and is reliable.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. In this game, we'll see the Las Vegas Aces against the Atlanta Dream. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. Now, fellas, how much importance do you put on these early season standings?
Well, you know, Blake, if we're talking pro basketball, starting out strong, definitely more important in the WNBA than it is in the NBA, simply because the season is shorter, you have less time to figure things out.
I agree, which is why you have to credit these top teams. But you never know. There's still plenty of time for teams to rise or fall.
Now here's Gray. Pass to Parker Tyus. Jewel Lloyd with the 3. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
And that's some gritty work on the offensive glass. Coach has got to be happy.
Canada with it. Now Young defending. And it's Wilson with the foul. That's her first foul.
That's a quick foul for her there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one close.
About a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Griner. Shoots over Parker Tyus. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Now here's Gray. Outside Young. Shot clock at 6. Now Wilson. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner.
Well, given Griner's timing and explosiveness, she can pretty much block any shot that goes up in the air.
Fades back. The basket is good. The assist from Alicia Gray.
It looked pretty, but she doesn't need to use the fadeaway when she's that open.
Pass to Lloyd. From downtown. Griner with the rebound.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Now here is Lloyd. Here's Parker Tyus. Started by Canada. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. And will go to the line. Florida Canada picks one up. And talking about the Dream. One thing very well, let's get to the line.
Last year, they led the league in free throw makes and attempts. The Dream have athletic slashers and players that can get to the rim.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, you look at the run the Aces are on. Do you think we can call them a dynasty?
Over the last 4 years, they have 3 trips to the finals and 2 championships. Now, I think the coming seasons will determine if they are officially a dynasty, but they're definitely on that path.
And 2023 was a nice step forward for the Dream, a return to the playoffs.
Yeah, as you mentioned, it was a step in the right direction. Their first playoff appearance in 2018, losing in the first round of the Wings. But you look at the positives, a 19-21 record. It sounds average, but it's really impressive when you consider most of that roster is really young and under 25.
They've had a cold start so far, just 1 for 5 from the floor here early.
Gray outside. Oh, rejected by Jewel Lloyd.
Nice block from Lloyd. She doesn't want to give up anything easy. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. She never stopped working.
Pass to Parker Tyus. Gray with it. Shot clock at 5. And there's the foul. Will go on Canada. That's foul number 2 for for her.
Second team
Well, she
foul.
has got to watch herself at this point. That's 2 fouls already. She can't afford to rack up another one.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Asia
Count it.
Wilson.
Good.
And Wilson likes asserting her dominance inside, just brushing off the defense.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Here's Griner. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Good job with great busy bucket.
Las Vegas trailing. Wilson outside. Here's Parker Tyus. Gray. And Jones pulls it down. Walker Kimbrough with it. Gray picks her up. Walker Kimbrough misses.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Parker Tyus. She's guarded by Griner. Young.
Jackie
And that
Young.
one coming off an assist by Cheyenne Parker Tyus.
Parker Tyus.
Keeping Young out of the paint has to be a focus for this defense. She is so effective near the rim.
Here's Howard. It's good. And she makes her first shot of the game. And it's the Aces with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Gray outside. Pass to Parker Tyus. The rebound by Brittany Griner.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
And it's out of bounds. The Green able to take possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Jones. 6 to shoot. Jones inside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and we'll shoot
Second
two at the
personal
line.
foul.
Love the
Second
physical
team
play
foul.
from Jones, going up hard inside.
What you love about Brianna Jones, she's an old school center.
Well, she's not trying to stretch the floor, rarely takes threes. Jones rebounds, protects the paint, and shoots a very high percentage. She shows there's serious value in that type of role still.
The first free throw is good. Well, there's no question that the Las Vegas Aces have established themselves as the gold standard of the W.
Well, it's about more than those 2 titles. They opened up a 64,000 square foot practice facility back in 2023, the first WNBA team to have their own dedicated practice facility. That's showing a major investment in the team and the league.
You just got to love the old school nature of Jones's game. 6'3", doesn't take a lot of threes, knows her role, interior scoring and defense.
Now here is Hayes. That one a tad offline
Tiffany
to the right,
Hayes.
but it drops in for her. Now here's Jones. She's guarded by Hayes. Pass to Griner. Jones. And Jones gets it to go.
A tough customer. Jones almost invites contact around the rim.
Hayes, guarded by Jones. And Tiffany Hayes, good for 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Jones outside. Pass to Jones. On the wing, Shatori Walker Kimbrough. 5 to shoot. It's good.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here is Hayes. 5 points in the game. Up top, Young. Here's Gustafson. Stolen by Brianna Jones. Now here's Powers. Not a lot of room. To the paint. And the basket by Walker Kimbrough.
That pass to the paint is dead on target.
Here's Young. No good there. Excellent D there from Brittany Griner. Foul call that time on the way up. And that'll be
Megan
chances
Gustafson.
at the free throw
first personal foul. Third
That
team
one on
foul.
Gustafson.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send him to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the layup, give them a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
No good on that one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And the second free throw, good.
An expansion team back in 2008. The Dream had some serious early success at the W.
Well, you remember, they went 4-30 their first year. But after that, 3 finals appearances in 5 years. Unfortunately for Atlanta, they lost all 3 of those. The Dream still looking for that first WNBA championship.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry. Now, this is why you get Jones the Rock in close. Terrific at converting.
And here's Hayes. She's got 5. Right side, Evans. Back to Hayes. Shoots from 8. Again, Las Vegas.
The combination of touch and hops. Hayes has got both, and it makes her a threat down low.
Pass to Hillman. Walker Kimbrough. And there's the 3-second violation.
3-second violation. The ball goes to Las Vegas.
Now Young. Pass to Evans. Here's Gustafson. Offline with the 3.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. Kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
Now here's Coffey. Looking for her first basket still in this one. And that'll be Atlanta's ball as it goes out of bounds. They keep the ball here. Now here's Walker Kimbrough. He has 5. And the foul on Walker Kimbrough. That is her first foul of the game.
Way to get there first and absorb the contact.
Yeah, clearly no flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Outside Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give herself some room. Take it inside. Good basket.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Dream out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return. Neither team able to jump out ahead as we begin the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
The work they've done here early on the glass, it's been very nice.
Yeah, they've definitely established a good low post presence.
Gray with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Outside Canada. Pass to Howard. Caldwell. Covered by Lloyd. Just 5 to shoot. Coffey. Nice defense from Asia Wilson. The Aces trailing. Gray with it. Back to Wilson. Three-pointer Jackie Young. Kept alive. And that one's good. Stokes.
But he got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now here's Howard. On the wing, Ryan Howard. Pass to Caldwell. Howard. And she's good on the 3 ball.
Wow. Howard with the quick release.
Here's Wilson. Outside Lloyd. That's good. And so Asia Wilson with
3
the
points.
assist.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a 3-point contest.
Now here's Howard. He has 5. Here's Hillman. Nice move. And that's off the glass and in.
You have to be disciplined on defense. Biting on every pump fake just isn't going to get it done. Trust me, I learned the hard way.
Here's Stokes to the middle. Here's Wilson. The shot, no good. Nice D from Nia Coffey. Pass to Howard. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
And you're seeing the creativity of Howard right there. She's able to generate a lot of looks with her handles.
When you watch Ryan Howard, what a diverse skill set. Great versatility at both ends.
Absolutely. She can defend about 4 positions, score from all 3 levels, and we've even seen her play the point. Truly a franchise-level talent.
Usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
From the arc. And it's Hillman missing. To the inside. Stokes. Great pass to set up the land.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
And the dream call time here.
And Jackie Young went first overall back in 2019. And her transition to the W probably wasn't as smooth as she would have liked.
Yeah, had some ups and downs the first 3 years, but year 4, 2022, Young put it all together, an all-star and most improved player, a big part of that 2022 and 23 Aces title runs.
Here's Canada. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc.
Cheyenne Parker comes up with the rebound.
Here's Wilson. Tries again. No good that time. Nice D from Nia Coffey. Pass to Gray. Changes up. Here's Griner. Well, it was only a matter of time. They finally get the bucket.
But not only does a 6'9" height help Griner get the rebound, once she secures it, she's so close to the hoop, those second effort points come easy.
Now here's Gray. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will
Chelsea
change.
Gray.
The dream trail. Pass to Howard. Gray with it. Got it for her fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
They continue to get it inside. The defense struggling to just contain them.
And look, when you make 5 in a row from in tight like they have, it also just takes pressure off of your perimeter guys.
Great point.
Back in 2021, Jewel Lloyd put up 22 points in a quarter, a WNBA record.
Yeah, she did it in September of that year against the Mercury. Then in 2023, Lloyd leading the WNBA at almost 25 points per game. So we're talking about maybe the best scorer in the league.
First free throw is good.
And for the #1 pick in the 2015 WNBA draft, it's safe to say that Jewell Loyd has lived up to the hype.
Loyd has been a steady, reliable scorer ever since she was selected with the top pick. Now in her 30s, she continues to be a key cog in this team's offense.
And so she hits both.
Loyd gets to the line pretty often for a guard. Lights out at the stripe.
Here's Canada, and she drops in the layup off glass.
They need to get way more disruptive defensively. They just can't keep allowing these easy buckets. You know, get a little physical, show some effort.
Defensively, that's job #1. Effort, nothing easy inside.
Now here's Young. 10 points for her. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Loyd from long range. And Powers pulls it down.
Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
Las Vegas trailing. Gray outside. It's stolen by Griner. Outside Canada. Back to Griner. That one is good. He has missed only 1 of her 6 shots from the floor.
Not afraid to play rough and rugged. Griner shows the ability to power through contact.
Now a timeout called by Las Vegas.
Well, Brittany Griner is just the 4th player in WNBA history to have double-digit all-star selections. That's incredible.
And the other 3 players are some of the best to ever do it, including Diana Taurasi, who Griner's played a lot of games with. What an honor.
Both teams will make substitutions. Outside Loyd. Gustafson. Outside Young. There's Jewell Loyd with the 3. And it's Atlanta with the rebound.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
Aerial Powers on the wing. Griner inside.
Arvatius is there.
Griner, no good. Pass to Hayes. Now here is Loyd. 6 on the shot clock. They need this. Sinks the triple.
The sick handles of Loyd, it works well in the 2-player game. It puts defenders into a tough spot.
Now here's Jones. 6 points for her. Gray tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside Young. On the wing, Jewell Loyd. Pass to Young. Boots over Powers. Again, Las Vegas.
Another for Young, and while she's a tremendous passer, when she starts scoring like this, it adds another dimension for her team.
Now here's Griner. 10 points for her. Here's Gray. Jewell Loyd with some nice D.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be
2 minutes
found.
remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
That's the Young. Gustafson. Now Hayes fires the 3. And Powers pulls it down. Shoots over Young. Another shot. And a layup good by Griner.
All the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
They found holes in the D, and they're really exploiting them.
Outside Young. Pass to Lloyd. The three-pointer is on target.
She's really getting involved in the offense here after being held without a single point in the first quarter.
Right side, Canada. She gets that one.
The combination of a long frame and a unique skill set make Griner such a tough cover for opponents.
Now here is Lloyd. She's got 11. The three ball. And Jones pulls it down. Atlanta in the lead. Poked loose. Out of bounds. It'll be Aces ball.
Aces ball.
The Aces making a change here.
On the court.
Now here's Evans. Powers covering. Pass to Hayes. And here's Stokes. And here's Lloyd. From down in the low post, it goes.
Yeah, you know how a lot of people talk about flipping the switch? Well, her switch has definitely been flipped to on in this quarter, guys. I mean, just dominant scoring.
Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball.
3 points.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here.
Your Atlanta
The
team.
Aces on top,
43,
up by 4.
the Las Vegas
And we will
Aces.
be right back after
47.
halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Start of the third quarter here after a closely contested first half. You look at Lloyd in this game, she's been everywhere.
And I wonder how long she can continue to shoot the three ball as well as she has up to this point. She's been quite simply lights out.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something we both know, that sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks as wide as the Grand Canyon, and it really might be one of those nights for her.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half to get underway. Parker Tyus outside. Back to Gray. Canada grabs the board. The dream trail. Here's Howard. Good. And Jordan Canada gets the assist.
And even against stiff interior defense, Howard stays committed. She never even thought about giving up on the play.
Now here's Parker Tyus. And Gray gets to
Chelsea
go.
Gray.
That pass allowed her to get straight to the rim in perfect stride.
Pass to Howard. Here's Canada. Now here's Griner. She's guarded by Parker Tyus. Score that one for her 8th field goal. 8 for 11, in fact, on an accurate night.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And that one's good. Great.
3 straight days to start the second half.
Outside Lloyd. No good from outside. Griner with the ball. Parker Tyus picks her up defensively. Now Canada. 5 points in the game. Clock at 6. 3 from Alicia Gray. Drills in from outside.
It's just been a great start for this offense here in the second half. They're 4 for 4 right now.
Pass to Young. Shot to stop the run. Good for
Jackie
another
Young.
bucket. She's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Oh, Jackie Young, an emphatic response.
Outside Howard. Now here's Gray. And she can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of the
Atlanta
first
foul.
5.
When you think about dominant players in the league, Asia Wilson right now is the first person that comes to
At
mind.
the line,
Well, her
field
game
rating.
really speaks for itself,
Asia
doesn't it?
Wilson.
And then you factor in all the awards, all the accomplishments, and like you said, she has to be at the top of your list.
And she knocks down the first one.
And guys, for Asia Wilson, she's always a factor night in and night out.
Well, when you're a multiple-time MVP, us and the fans expect that. There's no doubt she's cemented herself as one of the best players of this generation.
And so she makes both from the line. Outside Canada. Pass to Jones. Here's Griner. Shoots over Parker Tyus. And again, the Dream score.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, he's made me hungry. But that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside.
And the Aces call time here. We've seen Griner really having a great game.
She's been attacking the rim with ferocity. They have to do a better job of keeping her out of the paint, or they're going to pay for it.
The Dream making a switch here. Gray right side. Green with the rebound. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now. Now here's Walker Kimbrough. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Back to Gray. Connects from three-point range.
We've seen an obvious improvement out of her since halftime, and she just didn't really have a whole lot working for her in the first half.
Now here's Gray. Jewel Lloyd with the 3. Rebounded by Walker Kimbrough. And that one's good. Gray.
Well, it's really been a tale of 2 halves for her. A slow start, but this quarter, she's really taking over.
Pass to Parker Tyus. Wilson.
Gray.
Covered by Walker Kimbrough. Parker Tyus.
And again, unable to change momentum here. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
And here's Coffey. Howard with the ball. Guarded by Young. Here's Walker Kimbrough. Misses the 3.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Jewel Lloyd with the 3.
And that one good. Cheyenne Parker Tyus with the dime.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. She's guarded closely. They grab their own miss. Coffey, no good. The Aces trailing. Young shot's good.
Jackie Young.
Moving the ball well out of the front court. Wilson with a nice find.
And Atlanta has possession. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. On the wing, Alicia Gray. Buried from 15 feet out.
He is showing a killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend this lead.
Here's Lloyd. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, Lloyd is simply rolling right now. She can really run up the scoreboard when she's feeling it.
Pass to Howard. Second chance shot. Las Vegas grabs the miss. Here's Young. And again, it's Las Vegas.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
And the Dream call time here. One of the stories here, Jewel Lloyd getting it done today.
She is on fire, on a major roll today. That timeout is desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan right now to slow her down.
Aces on D. The lead is 2. Pass to Caldwell. Jones. Aerial powers on the wing. Here's Caldwell. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Gustafson with the rebound. And it's the Aces with the ball. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing it.
Oh, can't hit that one. And here we go, the Dream on the fast break. Here's Gray. And she uses the glass on the layup.
We're seeing her bring that shooting percentage up now, which is good to see because the first half was a real struggle for her.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside Evans. Gustafson, guarded by Jones. Inside, Hayes. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Jones. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Pass to Gray. Here's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
A younger player who loves to learn and loves to improve. I don't think it's crazy to say that Gray will be unstoppable when she develops a consistent long ball.
And that one's good. Hayes. Atlanta trailing here. Jones outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Jones.
They're working him nicely right there.
Jones dropping dimes.
Outside Evans. And there it is.
Evans.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area, just dominating down low.
And obviously, that's something the defense has to address.
Now here's Gray. 21 points in the game. And she makes that one.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
And that one's good.
Jewel Lloyd.
And the ball handling moves of Jewel Lloyd are just so clever. She has no problem getting creative out there.
Jewel Lloyd with the steal. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Aces on top. They lead by 1. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter.
I'm so happy we get to see this pass just one more time. A magnificent feed. You love to see the two kind of taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, that is some dime dropping, guys. Accurate and on time.
It's the 4th quarter.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back Fourth quarter action getting started. Jones outside. Jones outside. Just 4 to shoot. Northern Canada for 3. They get it back. It's stolen by Griner. Shoots over Wilson. Here's Canada. Fouled hard that time. She'll get 2 shots from the line. That one on Lloyd.
Just so skilled at finding ways to get to the stripe. Canada relishes putting pressure on the defense.
2 shots.
And she makes the first.
And it's hard to overstate the defensive impact Jordan Canada has on the game.
No question. I mean, she is a multi-time steals leader. Canada is constantly putting pressure on ball handlers and anticipating plays because she's got excellent instincts.
Las Vegas trailing. Gray right side. Pass to Lloyd. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots.
Second personal foul.
One of the toughest players in the league. She's just 5'10", but Lloyd is never scared of taking it into defenders.
First one falls for her. She's perfect from the line this time. And so here's Atlanta. Outside Canada. Pass to Griner. Chelsea Gray grabs the miss. The Aces leading. Lloyd, guarded by Jones. The offensive rebound.
Such a fearless competitor. Lloyd is not afraid to go into contact on the way up.
At the line for the away team, Jewel Lloyd. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
We're still waiting for their first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon.
Both good at the line. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the official signals a jump ball there.
It'll be a jump ball.
And so here's Atlanta. Pass to Jones. Outside Canada. Just 3 to shoot. Atlanta gets it back. And that one good.
These fans, they are getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game we've got here.
Absolutely. Almost impossible to separate these teams up to this point. I'll bet this one's close all the way.
Yeah, don't go anywhere.
Now here is Lloyd. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, you love the tough D, especially inside.
And that's exactly what she gives you, Tim. Constantly making her presence felt around the rim.
Assisted by
This has been a thriller. You can't say enough about the way these teams have battled each other.
All signs point to this thing going all the way down to the wire. I'd be shocked if it ended any other way, Tim.
I'd certainly take that, Brian.
Now here is Canada. He can't hit that time. Asia Wilson with some nice D.
Well, they're winning despite her errant shooting.
And good that time.
Asia
Scoring
Wilson.
inside, Lloyd able to do it despite being under 6 feet.
Jordan, Canada drives in. It's good.
Jordan, Canada.
Here's Las Vegas. They trail by 1. Pass to Young. Now here's Wilson. And here's Gray. Now Young, guarded by Howard. Young's shot is off. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Griner. Lays it up and in off the nice reverse.
It's hard to find fault with anything she's doing this quarter. Well, offensively at least.
Outside Lloyd. The tray.
Aces foul. Kia Stokes. First personal
The
foul.
Aces
Team
making a
foul.
switch.
Substitution for Las Vegas. Parker Titus.
Pass to Jones. Howard. Canada with it. Outside Howard. Good, and Jordan, Canada gets the assist.
And she had one in the first as well. And look, we all know that she can be dangerous from downtown, so the defense can't forget about her.
Now here's Young. Here's Lloyd. And she gets the
Jewel
friendly
Lloyd.
spin, and that one drops.
Oh my gosh, she's making it look easy right now, and I expect them to run the offense through her until the defense forces it out of her hands.
Canada with it. Gray defending. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Canada. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jones. Pulls up. Rebound by Gray.
Tough three-point try right there with a hand in her face.
In the face of that defense, she would have to be really lucky to knock
Jackie
down
Young.
that three.
And now both of these teams really in a groove here late.
Yeah, and this game was already high scoring, but they've really taken it to another level here down the stretch.
Such a treat to watch, Brian.
Now here's Howard. Buries it from three-point range.
Not shy from outside. They're spreading the floor and chucking them up.
And I like that mentality, playing to win as opposed to playing it safe.
Why not take some chances?
Come on.
Young's shot is off. Atlanta in the lead. Reiner is guarded by Parker Titus.
Gotta appreciate the hustle. Reiner takes pride in outworking the defense in transition.
Gray outside. Pass to Lloyd. Young. Here's Gray. Uncovered. Yep, right through the net.
What focus from Gray, a point guard by trade and maybe in the scorebook. She can also score without the basketball.
Jones outside. Jones outside. Canada. Gray defending. From deep three-point range. Shot by Canada. No good.
She is going to buy herself a ticket to the bench if she keeps
Jackie
shooting
Young.
like she has this quarter so far.
Chelsea
Pivotal
Gray.
bucket from Young, played in so many huge college games, winning a national
Timeout call for the
championship, was
Dream.
ready for the bright lights of the WNBA.
And the Dream call time here.
And your new big squad.
And the Dream making a change here.
Big squad, make some noise.
Aces on D. It's a three-point game. Gray outside. Pass to Howard. Here's Griner. Nails the baby hook.
They've had the edge of rebounding all night long. None bigger than right there.
And in a close game, those hustle plays can really make all the difference.
Now here's Gray. The 17-footer. Wilson can't hit.
She can't get anything to drop. And the way she's going, it's probably not something she can try to shoot her way out of.
And I'm sure her teammates would agree with that. You know, the last thing they want to see her doing is shooting it.
2 minutes.
Here's Gray. Down low. And it's Wilson missing.
Excellent interior D right there to force the miss.
Yeah, and unlike you, Tim, her defensive ability is a huge factor. No doubt about it.
At the line from your Atlanta Dream, Alicia Gray. 2 shots.
Good on the first. And that stretches their lead to 8. So she goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 9-point game here. Now a timeout called by Las Vegas.
Yeah, I think the head coach saw too many easy buckets coming from inside. They're going to put a stop to it.
I would think so. I would think so. If they keep giving up the kind of easy looks inside and that they have been, they're in big trouble.
And they're going to change something up. Let's see what they do.
Wilson outside. And she banks in the layup.
Yeah, that's all that he can do. Wilson is so good at capitalizing inside, even when she's under duress.
Pass to Griner. Gray. Jones inside. She's guarded by Wilson. Clock at 4. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
With a strong all-around offensive game, Gray is a consistent pillar to what her team does offensively.
Now here's Gray. Outside Young. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. And you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote, and what a story she wrote.
Well, what was the story? Now here is Canada. Pass to Jones. And stolen by Asia Wilson.
Their comeback hopes are out the window. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, out the window, and the window has been closed. It's a done deal at this point.
Let's get home.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Can't argue with it. Just get the W. Get home.
Now here is Canada. He's started by Parker Tyus. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and they did a great job of execution, both offensively, defensively, playing control. And they had a misstep. They got right back to work.
And see you again soon.
And that's a wrap, everyone.